I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome Cancer to my ultimate astrological overview for everything you need to know and what will kind of forewarn and forearm you for the year of 2023. So remember, this is for the Sun in Cancer or for the Ascendant, also known as the rising sign. Cancer, how are you? Because the last 2 or 3 years have been quite tough, haven't they? And I'm sure, like the rest of us, you're just hoping and praying that 2023 will bring calmer waters in general. Well, the good news is, yes, it does. It brings a lot of change and a lot of different opportunities for you to really take things forward in your own life in a better direction and with different ideas of how to solve perhaps problems that have been with you for a while. So let's get straight into it, because let's look at Mars first of all, our planet of energy, action, of assertion, also aggression. Mars has been in Gemini in your 12th house for some time now. And I think it's really been stirring you up emotionally. It's been making you a little bit short-tempered. It's been making you what I'd call kind of like bitey and spiky. And the good news is it's going direct. The good news for your friends is that it's going direct on January the 12th. Now, this is actually just going to kind of ease the way for you as you start to see that perhaps, and perhaps others start to see, that a lot of the things that you were actually getting a bit kind of uptight about were actually probably right. And so you will be proven right with this movement forward of Mars in this part of your chart. Now, the other interesting energy we've got, or one of the other from my list of interesting energies we've got, is about my big outer boy, Uranus. Now, Uranus, as you remember, is the planet of the unexpected. It's also about kind of innovation, invention. It can be freedom, and it's certainly the planet of surprise. Now, Uranus has been retrograde in the part of your chart, Taurus, which is very much to do with, it's the community at large. It's also any dreams, wishes, hopes, projects that you've got that you really want to launch to the bigger, wider community for you. So this is about personal, kind of long-held dreams. Now, Uranus has been retrograde for quite a while and has been kind of slowing you down and just kind of saying, look, are you sure about this? Or bringing up kind of unusual events that prevent you actually moving forward with some of the ideas that you've got. Now, the good news is that Uranus is going direct on the 22nd of January. That's going to be super helpful for you. And it's really just going to help you free up. I think you'll feel that your thinking is freer. You're going to feel that you have more confidence and kind of inner self-worth, so that you believe much more in these projects that you're trying to launch. So it's really going to be super helpful for you. Now, another of my big boys, Jupiter, our planet of opportunity, luck, abundance, expansion, hopefully not the waistline. Let's see where it is in your chart, because Jupiter has been in your 9th house, and then it moved into your 10th house, which is Aries. Now, this is all about your career. If you're not working, if you're retired, then it's about the hobbies and the pursuits that you have in life, whatever they are, that you're passionate about, that you love doing, that really kind of enrich your soul. So Jupiter has moved into Aries, and it's just going to be here almost like spreading sort of fairy dust and helping you have ideas and expanding your career path so that with regard to your career, it's really going to bring lots of wonderful sort of golden opportunities in, and probably an increase in your general wealth, which can't be bad, which is something we all want. And the good news is that it's here until May the 16th. Now then it's going to move into Taurus, which you know is actually going to be equally good for you, because this, of course, is your 11th house. And this is the part of your chart that is very much to do with these hopes and dreams that you're trying to launch and give birth to. Jupiter's expanding your ideas. Jupiter is going to expand, I think, your financial or your potential financial kind of gain with this energy, with Jupiter in this part of your chart. And it's just going, I think you're going to be super busy. I think you're going to be out there more, mixing with the wider community. So it's going to be a busy time, and it's just in general going to be a lot better for you. So what else have we got? Well, my other big boy, we've got so much movement from these big outer planets this year. It's just super exciting. Saturn, our planet with the wonderful rings, which represent how it likes boundaries, containment, discernment. It's quite a serious, sober planet, Saturn. Well, Saturn has been in your 8th house, where it's been helping you kind of structure kind of joint finance and long-term financial planning. Now it's going to move out in March. March is a big month this year. Saturn moves into Pisces, which is your 9th house of travel, long distance travel, also higher learning. And it moves into this part of your chart on March the 7th. As I said, March is a big month. And whilst it's here, because it's going to be here for just over 2 years, first of all, I think you will seriously think about, if you're going to make long distance travel, you're going to structure it and plan it down to the finest detail, to avoid any kind of delays, potential cancellations, restrictions. And I think that's all in general anyway going to be a lot better this year, as certainly COVID seems to have got down to an endemic level and something that is more or less manageable. Let's hope so. And so that is going to be with you for some time, this Saturn energy. It's also going to help you if you really want to study something, if you want to study something new, or something you're passionate about that you've never really had the time to study. It might be that you're retired and you really just want to take up calligraphy, for example. That just popped into my mind. I have no idea where it came from. But anyway, art, anything that really kind of intuitively feels right for you. Because remember, this sign is Pisces. Pisces is very intuitive. So you can get that energy working with Saturn in a really constructive way. Finally, we come on to my other big boy, transformational Pluto. Yes, Pluto has been in your 7th house of relationships for 20 long years. Have you seen transformations in your relationships? Some of you in the last 20 years will have been through enormous change in personal, close one-to-one relationships. And as Pluto dips his toes in March, just for 2 or 3 months, well, actually, not even that, it's actually for about a month or so. I can't see, but it's something like that. 7th of, yes, it goes back just after a month. So Pluto, right, moves into Aquarius, and that's your 8th house of joint finance. It's also the house of transformation. And Pluto, of course, actually rules Scorpio. And Scorpio is the sign that kind of rules the 8th house, where Pluto is now going to be living for you. Now, it's just dipping its toes in. It moves in on March the 23rd, and then it goes retrograde from May the 1st, and it moves back into Capricorn on June the 11th. Now, what this will do, it will just give you a glimpse of how you can actually transform, having had Saturn there, adding structure to your joint finance, maybe things like investments or pension plans. And what Pluto will do is help you see how you can now transform that energy. So then it will move back into Capricorn on June the 11th, as I said, and that will give you a chance to tie up any loose ends with relationships that are kind of have been faltering or need to change significantly in some way, because then Pluto finally goes direct on October the 11th and enters Aquarius finally on January the 21st, 2024. So that's going to be super good for you for the year of 2024. So there's your overview of what's going to happen for 2023, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember that, it's always what we make of these energies, because the planets incline. They open up new pathways. They open up new doors. It's up to us whether we choose to walk through them or not, or walk along them. So keep that in mind, Cancer. And as I said, thank you so much for joining me for your 2023 Ultimate Astrological Overview. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.